Hey everyone, welcome back to In the Alley. My name is Cody. Glad you guys are back for another video. Workplace again, and we're going to recap two games as I'm getting caught back up and trying to prep for a Thursday game. So it's all over the place, man. I thought I had more time and I didn't look at the schedule. So let's recap this stuff and we just keep motoring on. San Antonio, Texas, the Lone Star State. We're going to get this started with the gunslinger as well, fumbling the football with Wallace Cowens recovering for San Diego. 4th and goal from the 3. We're going to get the scoring started. Nate Davis throws to his left side in a beautiful one-handed touchdown snag by John Maldonado. A wise Lee Corso once said, "Not so fast, my friend." Joaquin Collazo, 30 yards to a wide-open Glenn Gibbons. Final play of the first quarter, Davis is going to fake the pitch out, look to his right, and you have to cover the man or he's going to score. Ensuing kickoff, it's Ernesto Lacayo hitting a patented deuce for the strike force. They lead at 16-7. After a turnover on downs by the gunslingers, Ernesto Lacayo is going to hit this one from 28 yards. Right before the half, 3rd and goal from the 5. Collazo looks to his left and a beautiful, beautiful snag by Naquan Murray. 1st and goal, 6-point lead, and it's Rudy Johnson and the Wildcat. He hands off to Edward Vander left side, and they deem him in. 3rd and goal from the 7. Collazo takes the snap, looks to his right, and he has an open Cali Rashad in for a touchdown. This feels kind of like the San Antonio from last season. Down by 7, Collazo is going to air this out. It's a 24-yard Naquan Murray touchdown catch. On the ensuing kickoff, we are tied at 26, and Tyler Hudel is going to kick a big, beautiful, bouncing bill ball, and it's a rouge. All right, we got some wackiness here. Davis is going to send his men in motion. He's going to heave this ball deep. It is going to be intercepted by Clifton Duck. He is not touched as he goes into the boards. As he's getting tackled, he hands it off to Kyle Myers. Kyle Myers, with the, quote, lateral, is going to take this all the way to the San Diego side and all the way for a 1st and goal. So you got to ask yourself, is that the spark San Antonio needs? Well, no. Atoa Fox is going to pick off the gunslingers, and San Diego gets the ball right back as he's going to take it out towards midfield. 8 minutes to play in this game. It's going to be Davis sending his men in motion. Just a nice little crossing route. Touchdown, Edward Vander. Under 5 to play in this game. Down by 5. Joaquin Collazo with pressure in his face. He's going to evade it. He's going to fire it into the end zone. He has Naquan Murray for another score. 1 minute warning. San Diego trying to go back up. Johnson in the Wildcat, and Rudy Johnson takes it over the goal line just enough to score. 15 seconds. 1st and goal. Down by 5. Collazo, Murray, touchdown. We have a lead change. Notice I said lead change. There's 3 seconds left. Down by 3. Ernesto Lacayo from 31 yards out. Good. Overtime, here we come. In overtime, 1st and goal for the gunslingers. Collazo to who else? Naquan Murray. He's got a 10-yard touchdown score. They are up 7. 3rd and goal for the strike force as a chance to answer. It's going to be Rudy Johnson coming over the middle, and he's got the touchdown. Going for the win, drop kicks are worth 2 points. Ernesto Lacayo with a chance to take the victory. It is dropped, it is kicked, it is no good. 49-48, San Antonio wins it. To the big ol' aquarium down in Jacksonville. Sharks and the Fishers Freight are getting it started. Jaya Wright's going to throw this to the end zone. It's picked off by who else? Malik Jones. Jacksonville takes over. We have a motion handoff, a 5-yard touchdown run by Larry McCammon. Jacksonville on the board first, 7-0. On a turnover on downs, Jacksonville's going to make do of it. It's going to be Caleb Barker looking Karan Ashley's way, 14-yard touchdown score. Into the second quarter, 8 minutes to play, 4th and 4, Sharks going for it, and it's an end zone shot, and he is just so good. Jaden Stochak, 22-yard touchdown catch. 2 minutes to play in the first half, facing their own 4th down, just needing some points here to get back into it. Jaya Wright takes it in. Under a minute to play in the first half, it's going to be the trademark copyright patented Shark Shove, Caleb Barker in for 6. Into the second half we go. Caleb Barker said, "I like scoring, I'm going to do it again." From 4 yards out this time, the route is on for Jacksonville. And just to make matters worse for the Fishers Freight, Dylan Barnes is going to have the ensuing kickoff go between the uprights. We call that a deuce in this game, 37-7. And it goes from bad to worse here as Jaya Wright's going to look and get intercepted by Tyrese Ross. Jacksonville is going to be able to get this inside the 10 and get a 1st and goal. 4th and goal from the 1. It is another Shark Shove as they get in and extend that lead. Fishers is still here, still trying to fight whatever they can. Shane Simpson takes it in from 1 yard. 3rd and 3 into the fourth quarter. Blaine Espinoza, the backup, in. And remember me saying Jaden Stoshak's really good? Here he is again, being very, very good with another touchdown. Keegan Shoemaker into the game for the Freight, and it's going to be a fake handoff. He's going to take it one hop now, y'all, as he gets in. Under 5 to play, 4th and 9, desperate times, desperate measures for the Freight. Looking to his left, Shoemaker to Shavarez Smith, 20-yard touchdown over the boards, 50-27. First and goal from the 9. Not a lot going right for the Freight in this game, but they'll at least get a sack on Blaine Espinoza. But as we all know, that means nothing. Blaine Espinoza is going to take it in from a yard out, 57-27. And again, why not? Dylan Barnes with a deuce in slow motion, 59-27. All right, so let's take a look at our stats. We've seen the highlights. We've kind of, watched the game and what have you. So let's take a look at this first recap and see how we got here. Dive a little deep if we want to, things like that. So stats over the face. Let's get into it. We have a 49-48 victory in favor of the San Antonio Gunslingers. It is an overtime victory here. And truth be told, not a lot of scoring going on until that fourth quarter, when San Antonio was able to really just kind of get after it. Naquan Murray, he is your man from the fourth quarter on. I think he had every single touchdown for San Antonio except for the Rouge. So San Diego getting out to a 26-13 lead at one point, and San Antonio being able to kind of claw their way back, tie it up, take the lead with the Rouge, and then eventually take the lead before Ernesto Lacayo coming in for that tying field goal. Let's take a look at our game leaders here. Nate Davis, there's my Kansas accent. Nate Davis, 19 of 31, 169 yards, 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Rudy Johnson, 11 carries, 43 yards, 1 touchdown. And John Maldonado, 8 catches, 78 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was doing really well for the strike force. Over to the other side, Joaquin Collazo, 21 of 32, 197 yards, 7 touchdowns, 1 pick. Callie Rashad, 3 catches, 22 yards, and they're not 3 catches, 3 carries. And Callie Rashad, again, leading receiver, 11 catches, 95 yards, 1 touchdown. And I know I said it in the recap, or the highlights, it felt kind of like old San Antonio. It kind of felt a little bit like Sam Castronova back there, but I'm not trying to compare the two, because Collazo and Castronova are 2 completely different quarterbacks. But being able to throw the ball, seeing Naquan Murray go up and get it, seeing Callie Rashad go up and get it, it was really, really nice, and kind of a breath of fresh air where you're like, oh, there's the San Antonio that we know and love. And for them to be able to pull out this victory is a really good game. It didn't start out that way. I mean, the fumble that San Diego, and you're like, oh, here we go again. But San Antonio being able to pull that out, and San Diego, you just wonder, that drop kick, man. I know you were trying to be aggressive with it. Lacayo's hit drop kicks before, but is that a point in time where maybe you take it into the second overtime, see what your offense can give you? I don't know. Let's take a look at the team stats. Kind of even for the game, which, it was a pretty even game all around. And first downs, third downs, the only difference, fourth downs, 2 for 3 for San Diego, 0 for 2 for San Antonio. So they were still able to complete more third downs, were the Gunslingers, but San Diego completing more fourth downs. Passing yards actually favored the Gunslingers by about 30 yards. They attempted the same amount of passes, completed roughly the same amount, threw the same amount of interceptions. Rushing actually favored San Diego, which I didn't really expect, but there you have it. 2 for 4 on field goals for the strike force as well, including obviously the one to send it to overtime, and not a lot of penalties were called. This was a pretty good game overall. And like I said, it was a nice back and forth affair, seeing San Antonio come back, Naquan Murray heat up. John Maldonado was really good in that first quarter. I'm not saying San Diego faded, but there was just something where San Antonio, maybe after that Rouge, when they took that 1-point lead, where they were just, hey, we're in this. We're going to win this one. And yeah, it came down to a missed drop kick, but it all counts the same, man. So kudos to San Antonio for pulling out that victory. San Diego kind of left scratching their head a little bit, and you wonder if there were some decisions or anything that they could have made where who knows? But what can you do? I know Lacayo missed a drop kick earlier in the game as well, but again, you had a blocked extra point for San Antonio, so it kind of all evened out in the end. But there you go. Beautiful, beautiful game. I love the Indoor Football League. This is one of the reasons. Let's go take a look at our second recap, our bets. We'll move on. You want to see a dead body? What a game for Jacksonville, man. Oh my God, what a game that was. And here I was thinking plus 7.5 was even a thought. You've seen the highlights. This was just if you are a Fishers fan, I'm sorry. I don't mean to torment you or anything like that, but Jacksonville, they flexed their muscle. This is the Jacksonville that I remember from the AFL. I don't watch the NAL, but I've heard they were very good there too. They've won titles. But this is the Jacksonville that I was expecting this year. And boy, howdy, have they shown it in the last couple of games. They have looked good. There are some times where they have struggled. There are some times where they have looked not themselves. But if this is the Jacksonville that we're going to get for the rest of the year, ooh boy, they are a force. So with that, stats over the face, let's get into it and let's talk about this game. 59-27, and that score looks a lot more respectable than what it was midway through the third quarter when it was 44-7. Just incredible. Let's take a look at these game leaders. Keegan Shoemaker is your leading passer. He didn't get into the game until the second half. 6 of 13, 68 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Jaya Wright, your leading rusher, so the starting quarterback, 12 carries, 45 yards, 1 touchdown. JT Stokes, 3 catches, 32 yards, no touchdowns. Caleb Barker for the Sharks, 9 for 12. You don't need to throw it too often when you're dominating. 94 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Larry McCammon, 12 carries, 67 yards, 1 touchdown. And Jaden Stoshak, 4 catches, 80 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Going over to the team stats, we'll talk about that, and then we'll talk about the rest of the game. 1 for 8 on third downs. 1 for 8, and they went for it a lot. Out of those times that, excuse me, out of the times they did not get in on third down, so those 7 times, 5 of those 7 times they went for it on fourth down and only completed it twice. That is not good. That is not good at all. In comparison to Jacksonville, 6 for 9, nice, on third down and 3 for 3 on fourth down. So Jacksonville kind of doing what they did at will on third and fourth downs. Total yards favor, excuse me. Total yards favor the Sharks. Passing favors the Sharks. Rushing favors the Sharks. And again, they didn't have to do too much. 3 turnovers for the Freight. All 3 interceptions. The first play of the game, partway through the game, and then at the very end, there's a Hayden Hatcher, I believe, interception where he just yanked the ball away with like 40 seconds left or something, where he just went, yeah, give me that. So not a good day at the office for Fishers. Penalties, yeah, kind of favored Fishers, but what can you do? But overall, just pure and total domination for Jacksonville with, I don't really know what else to say. You had 2 deuces in there. Jacksonville at one point was leading 44-7. I know I mentioned that earlier, but Caleb Barker, 3 rushing touchdowns to that point. There was just nothing that Fishers could do. They just kept going for it. They dug themselves deeper and deeper and deeper into a hole, and Jacksonville, they made them pay every single time. Turnover on downs, they'd go score. Turnovers, they'd go score. I mean, it was just whatever Jacksonville wanted to do in this game, they pretty much did until the end, when I don't want to say they took their foot off the gas, because they didn't, but, Fisher's able to score a couple of touchdowns there, third quarter, fourth quarter, and it still doesn't make a difference. It's still a 32-point victory, and they scored 20 points in the third and fourth quarter. So I don't know, man. There was just pure annihilation for the Sharks. And if you're Fishers, you're looking at this going, hey, we started 0-2 and we've lost every game since. How can we right this wrong? And I don't have an answer right now. I clearly don't. You can change the quarterbacks as much as you want. I don't think it makes a lick of difference. I don't really know how this offense is going to prevail. They're gaining yards. They're just not, it's just not when it matters most, I guess. But I digress. I can go on and on for this, but we'll have to cap it right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our bets, and we'll get on out of here. Sometimes you just have to look at it and go, why did I pick that? Sometimes you have to look at it and go, why did I pick that? But honestly, San Diego did actually have quite a good lead until San Antonio came back. So what can you do? And that is it for our recap for the first half of the Week 9 Saturday games. Again, I kind of lost track of time and space and the space-time continuum. So week 10 is going to bleed right into week 11. I thought I'd have a little bit more time, but hey, there's a Thursday game between Massachusetts and Jacksonville, so yay, I get to get the previews and stuff like that ready for that. And then there's a game on Friday, game on Saturday, so this will be fun. So thank you, as always, for bearing with me. I thought I would have a little bit more time to get this and the Week 10 recaps out before focusing on Week 11, but here we are. So with that, I'm going to take off here. I've got plenty more to do, and I'll catch you guys in the next video and recap, preview, whatever one it may be. But until then, I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.